Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to talk about Gypsy Rose Blanchard doing a meet and greet very soon, her first as an author. And I had quite a few thoughts about this, and yeah, we're going to get into it. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so first things first, I want to address a current rumor that is going around about Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I received a few messages about this, and there is a rumor going around that she applied for Habitat for Humanity to get assistance with housing, claiming she's a single mom, and people are saying that Christy Blanchard went in with her on this. I've seen no legitimate proof about this, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time dissecting it. If this is true, then they are dumber than I thought that they were, speaking about Gypsy and Christy both. But I've seen no legitimate proof. I think this is something that is just going around, and to me it's not super believable. Like a rumor saying that Ken and Gypsy broke up, like that's more believable to me than saying that Gypsy Rose is going back to Habitat for Humanity to get assistance with housing. To me, that just seems very silly. And so, yes, I did hear it. My opinion is really not much because I haven't seen even a small thing to say, maybe this actually happened. But either way, let's talk about her meet and greet that is coming up very soon. Friday, December 13th. Yes, Friday the 13th. You can be the lucky attendee to go to meet Gypsy Rose Blanchard in Louisiana if you are willing to purchase a ticket. This is a paid meet and greet. From what I've gathered, you have to purchase tickets, which I would not give Gypsy Rose half a cent in exchange for meeting her. Like, I would not want to even waste half a cent on that. But the bookshop, Garden District Bookshop, shared this update. Gypsy Rose Blanchard will be at the Garden District Bookshop December 13th for an author meet and greet for her memoir, My Time to Stand. The evening will begin at 5 p.m. Early bird tickets are now on sale for $35 and include a signed copy of My Time to Stand and a photo op with Gypsy. Who on earth would want to pay for, number one, a fiction book written by somebody that utilized a disabled man to unalive her mother, and also take a photo with the schmurder? Couldn't be me. It continues and says, guests are encouraged to knock out some holiday shopping while they wait around the rink. And if you click on the link, early bird discount is $35 to $40. And I think this is absolutely insane. Why is this bookshop hosting Gypsy Rose? Why are you allowing her to shill her fiction book based off of things that might have happened, might not have happened? It is heavily focused on the fiction side of book writing. And we know that by her case. We know what actually happened, and that's why so many people are against Gypsy Rose. Here it says, a victim of her mother's Munchausen by proxy and child abuse survivor, Gypsy Rose Blanchard's unique and controversial case made headlines across the world. Now she's finally free to start living life on her own terms and to tell her own story as only she can. Number one, we're starting out with really bad reporting here. Dee Dee Blanchard was diagnosed, and yes, I'm putting that in air quotes if you're listening only, she was falsely diagnosed after she died. And anybody who knows anything about Munchausen, mental illness, any of the above, knows that you cannot properly diagnose somebody who is not living, period. I've talked about it at length before. It is simply something that cannot be done. She's now free to live her life on her own terms. So what have we seen is her terms. Her terms are, I will use you until I no longer need you anymore, and then I will throw you in the gutter. I will complain about haters and trolls online while simultaneously continuing to be a public figure. I will say things like, I don't identify as a schmurder. I will have children and exploit them before they are even born. Forced to use a wheelchair in public and endure a lifetime of faux illness, fraud, and exploitation, Gypsy was subjected not only to her mother's medical, physical, and emotional abuse, but deprived of childhood milestones. Like what? Going to Disney, meeting celebrities, going on helicopter rides, literally being given a free house and a free car. Like what milestones was she deprived of? She had birthday parties. What milestones are we talking about here? She experienced more as a child than a lot of people do by the time they're a legal adult. Prevented from attending school or socializing, Gypsy's formative years were defined by pain and isolation. She grew into an adult that is diabolical and should not be treated as a celebrity. And here we are treating her as if she is some kind of author, an extraordinary person, writing this memoir that should be read by everybody. This bookstore, I guarantee they're going to hear from the public in a really loud and direct way, because they are the store that is saying, come on into our store, sell your fiction memoir, and we'll, roast marshmallows around the fireplace. That is what they are doing. They are saying we are okay with Gypsy and we welcome her with open arms. After serving 8 years in prison for the role she played in her mother Dee Dee's murder, Gypsy is embracing her fresh start and reminding all of us it's never too late. Featuring Blanchard family photos and new facts about Gypsy's life that she previously kept quiet, My Time to Stand offers an unprecedented look at the real Gypsy, proudly embarking on her ongoing journey to recovery and self-discovery. Now, these things that she kept private, it goes back to the thing of like, once a liar, always a liar, once a manipulator, always a manipulator in my eyes. And she likes to come out with things that will get people to feel bad for her. Like she all of a sudden wanted to say that her grandfather was some kind of like terrible monster. And he might be, but at the same time, unfortunately, when I look at her as a person, and I'm not saying it's like this for everybody, but when I look at her, I just have a hard time believing anything the little gremlin says. And again, it shares the event date, Friday, December 13th at 5 p.m. And it's at the Garden District Bookshop. It shares their address. I really hope that they're ready for the wrath that they are going to hear from either existing or new customers, because they are willing to platform such a disgrace to survivors. But either way, I had quite a long day, but I did want to make today a double upload day for y'all. And I promised it in my last video's comment section. I pinned a comment. I try to stick by what I say as often as possible, but that's going to be it for today. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.